2019. I'm your host, Taylor, and I'm back. Let's do this thing.
Back.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm, of course, joined by Anthony, and this week we are rejoined by John.
Hi.
And rejoined by Joel. I think he's here. Okay. Anyway, so, okay.
Or not.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, Andrew is out of town on vacation. So, it's us. All right. So let's just get right into it. Our first topic for the day is the Overwatch Mercy campaign. So for those of you who don't know, Blizzard released a pink-themed Mercy skin for Overwatch. Okay. And it costs $15, and all the proceeds go to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation.
Kill.
So notable for a couple of reasons. One, it's the first, I don't want to say it's the first time, but it's one of the only times that Blizzard has done a charity skin in any one of their games. World of Warcraft has done some charity mounts before, but other than that, and this is the only Overwatch skin you can buy directly with money.
Nice. So they've finally gotten into microtransaction.
I mean, they've had loot boxes.
Yeah. I mean, you can't exactly donate time. You gotta donate some money if it's going to, charity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and true. The whole Breast Cancer Research Foundation, that's totally fitting for Mercy. I can't think of a better Overwatch character that this event would have worked well with. And it's actually a good, reputable charity. It's not Susan G. Komen or anything. It's just straight up breast cancer research. So
nice.
Have any of you guys picked up the skin yet?
No. I don't have Overwatch, so
okay.
No, I can't.
All right. I don't play Overwatch, but I personally have. So, because
awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of into collecting all the Mercy skins that I can. So it's usually when a season drops or whatever, I'll spend the $40, get a bunch of loot boxes, and go ahead and just try and roll for that skin endlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that microtransaction train rolling along. Keep them funded.
Yeah, welcome back, Joel.
Yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully the connection stays this time.
Okay, it's all good. So yeah, we were just talking about the new Mercy skin in Overwatch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. The charity one.
Uh-huh. Have you picked it up yet, or what's your plan for it?
No.
Okay.
I don't actually play Overwatch. My friend let me try it on his account a couple of times and stuff like that, but that's about it.
Okay. So then
I don't know much about it.
Yeah, so then broader question for everyone else is, do you think this will be the stepping stone for Blizzard to introduce more direct paid skins for any purpose, or do you think it's kind of a one-time thing?
I think it's more of a one-time thing, but it might be a good role model for other developers.
Yeah.
To kind of do, I think it'd be a good thing to do a month or a kind of Movember kind of thing where they do a month theme where they have different skins and whatnot that they donate to different charities. So if they introduce a monthly thing like that or something like that, that'd be good to see. Yeah. But I think it's just going to be a one-time thing.
Okay.
I could definitely see Blizzard using this as a way to add paid stuff. I mean, they've kind of been. It sounds like they've kind of been on the fence about that for a while. Being able to say, oh, you can get everything in game, or it doesn't change gameplay at all. I think, if they can kind of do this as as a charity thing, nobody says anything, then next thing you know, there'll probably be a few more, and then a few more. It's kind of it's a snowball thing, snowball effect.
Yeah, because nothing can go good in this world. People are already complaining about the skin, saying that $15 is a little bit too steep for a skin. In my opinion, you kind of missed the point. It's you're donating $15 to charity, and you get a bonus skin. It's not you're paying $15 for a skin, but the money happens to go to charity. That's the way I
If
look
it
at
was
it.
just a skin, $15 is way too much. But yeah, you can kind of add $5 or whatever onto whatever, and if it's going to charity.
I kind of feel that it might be a little bit too much, even though it is to charity. It could be, they could do like a humble monthly kind of thing where you pay what you want. So they could do the skin for like $10 or something like that, and then if you want to add on to it, you can. But I think like it's a one-time thing, so it's not that bad. But I think it still is a tiny bit overpriced. Maybe around the $10 mark would be a bit of a better, particularly for like Australians, that's $30 Australian.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's mainly the reason why I'm saying it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Humble's proven that, people are more than willing to pay exorbitant prices.
Yeah.
Pay as you go, but then you can like look at what other people have done, and people pay $200 or $300 just because it's going to charity.
Yeah.
Gamers are kind of they're very generous in that way, I think.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, Joel, any last thoughts about this one?
I have no idea. I don't have much idea about it at all, so I can't really input much. I did think about what Anthony said. I completely agree that it's most likely a one-off thing and that it is pretty expensive.
Okay.
So yeah, that's about it.
All right. So that about does it for that topic. Next little tiny-ish topic. The God of War dad jokes. Have you guys seen this video?
Just 10 minutes ago.
Literally, yeah.
It's incredible.
It's
my
pretty
brothers,
funny.
Yeah.
My brothers talk about it all the time, so they've shown me.
Okay. It's one of those things where it's like Kratos doesn't have a son, Kratos has a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's absolutely hilarious, I find, when playing the game, which, by the way, yes, even 2 or 3 weeks later, I'm still trudging through this game. Okay. And yeah, it's like I can definitely see. I would really like to have seen this actually in the game. I just have to settle for the interview. Like I think it would have complemented well.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah, it would have complemented really well with like the stories Kratos tells Atreus in the boat when he's trying to paddling along. So, yeah. All right, I just want to give that a quick little blurb mention. I guess you'd say the first, like, real topic of the day today is Sony and Nintendo updated their warranty policies. And this is pretty cool, especially as someone who's into the whole right to repair thing and whatnot. Nintendo and Sony announced changes to their warranty policies so that if you choose to repair your, self-repair one of their systems, then it does not void the warranty.
Cool.
So,
does Microsoft still have that in place?
Microsoft has not changed their policy. This is Sony and Nintendo thing.
That's kind of sad that they haven't. I think it's a great idea. I mean, I know people take stuff into stores all the time. Just little rinky-dink computer repair places to repair their PlayStation or whatever.
Yeah.
It's nice that it doesn't void the warranty. So if something like the Red Ring of Death later on happens, you've still kind of got a warranty. If just took it in for like a DVD or the disc drive not working.
Yeah. I kind of see it of like you're buying the console, you're paying $600-ish to buy the console. I think that this should have happened ages ago. It's the same with any electronic, really.
Yeah.
Like, just because you might open it up and you might replace a battery on a phone that doesn't have a replaceable battery kind of thing, that you got to fully split it apart or whatever. I think that's kind of your right to do that. It's not then the manufacturer's, it's not their place to kind of turn around and say, oh, well, you opened up your product and now you've voided our warranty. Well, I think it's something that should have happened a long time ago. And I think Microsoft is going to follow suit pretty soon, because if Sony and Nintendo have done it, then Microsoft should do it.
Yeah.
It's way more convenient too to buy to go take it somewhere in town and get it fixed than wait for a box from Sony, put everything in there to ship it out. They fix it, they ship it back. That could take weeks.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. If I remember correctly, I think Microsoft already followed suit. I did look at it this morning.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure Microsoft, and there was also a couple of other companies that also follow suit. I think the main concern was not actually that your warranty would be void, because I think they were still accepting the thing, but then it was something like that, one that the warranty explicitly say it, and still technically saying it was misleading buyers and stuff like that. That's why they had to change it.
Okay, I see what you're saying here.
It wasn't that they were refusing to do so, it was that it just wasn't written on the warranty, and that's why it was changed.
Okay, so that's more of a clarification type thing.
I could say, I think, since the Red Ring of Death that I brought that up already, but I think since then it's kind of it's still in the warranty that you're not supposed to open up your console and all that, but I don't think anybody really abided by that.
No.
I think I've heard good things about, like, if you call one of the companies and you're like, hey, thing's broken and I bought it 6 months ago, that they'll just be like, yeah, we'll replace it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of along the lines of no questions asked. The most utilitarian thing I find out of this is that it was trendy, especially since when the latest generation of consoles came out. It was pretty trendy to replace the hard drive in them with an SSD or something, and so that voided a ton of people's warranties when they would try it, type thing. So that's the most utilitarian thing I see out of it, is that now you can, if you did want to do this little upgrade thing, then it'd still be covered to a certain degree, so you wouldn't completely screw yourself out of any other repairs that may need to happen during the console's life cycle. So that's cool.
Exactly.
All the consoles, well, I mean, not the Switch, obviously, but all the other consoles take external hard drives, and those there may be a little bit more not complicated, but a little more inconvenient to use, but they're exponentially cheaper for way more than the laptop hard drive you'd have to buy. So
yeah,
that's kind of the route I went.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's cool because if the Switch and everything, or it's with the Switch, the most some people are experiencing some battery swelling with the Switch, and they've actually tried to replace the battery themselves, and that's the most easily replaceable part in the Switch, which is kind of interesting to think about. But yeah.
Yeah, it's like phone batteries or whatever. I mean, you should be able to replace your battery even though it's you can't get into it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what this will do for the modding community, if we'll find more, soft mods or whatever of consoles, but that'll be interesting to keep an eye on.
Joel? Anything?
Do mods fall under this category at all?
Well, you still got to open up the console a lot of times, so I would assume people don't do that because it voids the warranty.
Oh, I was thinking of soft mods, like modifications to games or something like that, not the actual hardware.
Oh,
never mind.
Gotcha. Yeah,
hardware modding.
Because I was thinking you're saying mods. I'm like, wait, what?
Okay, no, we're talking about hardware.
When everyone does it, so.
Yeah, hacking your console to, mess with Call of Duty stuff.
Oh yeah, what was that back on Xbox Live or whatever? It was a JTAG or whatever. Was that a hardware mod or was that a software thing that you had to do? Does anyone know? I never really looked into it.
I think it was a hardware mod.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but
okay. Yeah, I remember back from the Xbox Live days.
Yeah, I remember working at Sears when a Call of Duty came out, and 3 or 4 people came in looking for the little screwdrivers to open up their consoles so that they could, get it running better or whatever they were doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I heard them say, mod. I was like, I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
Not a modder.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say yes, do that, don't do that, because I know that nobody likes.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just gonna sell you a screwdriver, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you tell them that they're avoiding the warranty at it, and you give them a smile.
If you unscrew a single screw, your warranty shall be voided.
No, that's legit how some companies operate. It's like if you try and tamper with it to any degree, it's like oh, sorry.
The 360 was terrible about it though. Like there were like 4 stickers over all the seams saying, if this is broken, your warranty is void.
Yeah.
It was just disgusting looking.
That was
yeah, seriously, that's a common way. Chet for sealing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
Thankfully, I never
the
had
Xbox
an
One
Xbox,
still has it.
So.
Oh, really? Does it?
Yeah, the Xbox One. I was just reading something about it. It's got like 3 stickers.
Oh wow.
Where you can't they say on them, if you remove this sticker, your warranty is voided.
Okay.
So it's just.
And those stickers, if you try to take them off, they leave bits and pieces of itself and like the word void. So you definitely could tell if you're taking that off.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good times. Good times.
That was like a guy. It didn't have anything to do with modding, but there was this guy who was. I think he was in Victoria, which is obviously in Australia, but he bought like 20 PlayStation 4s, and every one that he bought, he installed this certain program that measured like the console output wattage and all this different stuff, and each time he bought this console, he would argue that it was faulty because it wasn't putting out it was it was like 2 degrees overheat, and it wasn't putting out this certain wattage as well when it wasn't. There's this massive story about it. It was like 4 years ago, and this guy got sued for like a lot because he's wasting Sony's time for it. That's pretty funny.
Wow,
that reminds me of a news story I saw yesterday. It's not really video game related, but some guy was able to change the address of like the UPS office to his apartment. Using just a like change of address form.
So
what?
That's incredible. That's honestly incredible.
What about the guy who bought Google? Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah, he seized the Google.com domain for
and bought it
for a couple hours.
for like $10.
Yeah.
What?
No, okay, so it's like
why have I not heard of this?
That entire thing was like, so Google let their Google.com domain lapse in terms of registration, and so because there are people out there who watch this sort of thing, okay?
Yeah,
it's like there are people out there who watch this sort of thing. Someone noticed and then just bought the domain.
And then probably sold it to Google for millions.
I forget the outcome, but I do believe like Google did have to work out a deal with him.
Yeah, they so he bought the site he bought the domain for $10.
Yeah,
and they paid him like $30,000.
Oh, I would have asked for more. I would have asked for more.
Yeah.
The whole thing was they paid him $30,000, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to donate it to charity."
Oh, okay.
So then they're like, "Oh, well, we'll triple it, and we'll give you $90,000, and we'll just donate it for you." So that was a good thing on their part.
All right, that's a good heartfelt story there.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very nice.
As opposed to the guy with the UPS, he's probably going to jail.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Because theoretically, that's identity theft, isn't it?
It can be construed as that.
He was also getting, packages and that kind of stuff with social security numbers and checks and, just a ton of stuff that he should not have had.
That was like the Google guy. He received all these emails regarding other people's domains.
Yeah.
And all these, as soon as he bought it, he received like 10,000 emails or something, and he could choose if he wanted to have them on Google or not.
Yeah, because of all the hosting and whatnot.
Exactly.
He officially bought it.
Yeah.
Any laws or rules with it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And he had full ownership of it until the FBI caught him. So.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Google found it out and was on the phone like pretty quick.
Yeah,
I'd
the
hate to-
FBI rang him up, and then they transferred him over to Google, who then bought it off him.
I'd hate to be like the guy at Google. I just has to tell your boss, we have an issue. We're no longer Google.com.
We
Yeah,
just
it's like-
got bought off for $10.
It's like we're no longer Google.com, guys.
We're
We're Google.com.
Yeah,
They
now we're
just had to add an extra-
goo.go.
Yeah,
Exactly.
which is possible. It's like you can have any domain with any ending. So
Especially if you're Google.
yeah, exactly. So the other bit story that this reminded me of was like, do you remember? Was it maybe last Christmas or 2 Christmases ago, where Walmart had a price match system going, and people were using the Chrome browser on their phones and like pulling up a page of the PS4 on Amazon.com, doing the whole inspect element thing, changing the price to like $50, and then Walmart would start like matching the price to 50. Yeah,
That's why Walmart doesn't do price matching anymore, I think.
yeah.
That was like Kmart over here. This is like 4 years ago or something, or longer. They put out a pre-order for this certain game that was coming out like 4 days before it was supposed to be pre-orderable.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And they garnered all these different sales because people were like, "Oh, Kmart's the only one selling it."
Yeah.
And then they dropped the price. So they had this, because games over here are like $80 or $90, depending on who you buy through.
Yeah.
And they dropped the price to like 50 or something to try and absolutely dodgy as, and then they ended up getting sued for it. So,
Oh. Okay. Well, that sucks.
wow. Yeah.
I hate it when these stories end in lawsuits.
I know.
I
But
much
they
prefer
almost always do.
I much prefer the charity ending. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a funny story that is similar to these that don't end in lawsuits.
Donated
Maybe we should just end all of these stories with, and then they, all donated money to charity.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they all lived happily ever after.
Exactly. You know,
Yeah.
come on.
And yes, there is a voice chat on Discord. I'll just say that, just so you know, according to the person who asked the question in Twitch.
Oh, okay. Yes. All right.
That's what we're doing this through. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts about this little warranty story? Just remember, that's where we started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Okay. It's great. Love it. Okay.
Don't abuse price matching. Ruins it for the rest of us.
Fry's Electronics still price matches to online. So.
everyone does over here.
Okay.
Any military people out there, the exchange definitely does.
Okay. All right. So, the next story coming up is what is it here? Monster Hunter for the Switch.
Woohoo!
Honestly, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's that is actually such a good thing. The Switch is obviously new, and Monster Hunter, it has been a huge franchise since the start, especially I think in Japan as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when the first Monster Hunter came out, a lot of my friends were talking about it, especially one of my friends. I don't want to explicitly say his name, but he was ecstatic telling me that he like pre-ordered it as soon as possible. Like, I think it was like a couple months before the actual release of it, and he was just telling me over and over again over Discord, and to the point where I'm like, dude, I'm studying for uni. Why are you telling me this over and over again?
Mhm.
And so I guess to the point where I realized, yeah, this is such a big thing, and it is such a big thing. It looks really amazing, and so yeah.
All right. Yeah. So
Monster Hunter's always kind of been a handheld thing to me too, so having it on another handheld consoles, that's up my alley.
okay. So yeah, it was on 3DS for a while, wasn't it? Like there are Monster Hunter games on 3DS.
Yeah, there are two or three of them I think that came out on.
Aren't there a few on
3DS.
PS Vita too?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is
I only played them on the PSP.
okay.
Actually, no, I don't think they're on the Vita. I think they're on the PSP.
Oh, okay.
That might be right.
Okay.
It's also
Yeah.
normal
And then
consoles.
there's
What's up?
It's also
go
normal
ahead.
consoles, isn't it? Because I think he had it on his Xbox.
Okay.
Xbox One or something like that.
So this is Monster Hunter Ultimate coming to the Switch. So is it, or is it World? Does anyone know?
I don't think it's World. I'm not sure.
It's like World would be a really difficult port to the Switch.
Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate.
Okay, and what is that in the scheme of things? How does that relate to stuff?
It's a Monster Hunter game.
All right.
Searching it out right now.
All right, cool. Do you want? Never mind. That I'm not going to continue that line of questioning. So
it's the expanded version of the series, 3DS installment.
Okay.
Content, new hunting styles, and another dragon.
All right. Awesome. Yeah.
We best Monster Hunter game was Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. I just want to put that out there.
Yes.
I would agree with that. Yeah, so I think it's great to see, such another big franchise come over to the Switch.
Yeah.
This one seemed like it was only a matter of time, but
yeah. Monster Hunter is it's a Nintendo brand also, so
yeah.
Is there a Metal Gear game on the Switch?
No. And there probably won't be.
That the interactions with the Switch that they can do with Metal Gear, I think it would be really good.
Yeah,
if they actually like the things you
I
can do
would
with the Switch.
buy Metal Gear Solid. I'd buy all those games again.
Yeah.
For God knows how many times.
Yeah. So
you see, the thing is that this requires Konami to be a decent company, and Konami is not a decent company, so that it's not happening.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's really harsh.
Well, I'll probably restrict it back to the PlayStation.
Maybe.
Oh God.
Wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I feel like I probably will buy Metal Gear Survive when I see it at like $20 or something.
I don't think I'll ever buy that game.
I don't know if I'll buy it used. I mean,
okay.
Don't want Konami to get any money, but
yeah. Don't want to increase Konami's GDP, so to speak. It's like
yes.
Buy it used.
They're mother base coins.
Yeah, buy it used.
I mean, support the developers, everybody.
Not Konami. Do not support Konami. All right. Yeah. So cool to see Monster Hunter on the Switch. I'm pretty excited for it. Probably gonna be picking it up. Yeah. Even though I've yet to go through World to any decent capacity, I need to get on that at some point.
I don't even have Worlds. So
okay.
Never played it.
All right. So last tiny news story before we get into the fat one for this week. Looks like Microsoft put a job posting up for executive producer of a new AAA title.
Ooh.
So.
Oh, there was something that I heard about that.
People are
Crackdown 4.
Did we ever even get Crackdown 3?
No.
Not yet.
It's coming soon sometime this year, maybe.
Okay.
It's no Windows 9, so I'm pretty sure it's free reign to do whatever number you want.
All right.
Yeah, right.
Enough. Yeah.
Look. If we get it within the next 10 years, I'll be happy.
Okay. Okay. But anyway, so this job posting is for unnamed AAA title, looking for executive producer, and it looks like Microsoft is also kind of slowly trying to rebuild their kind of in-house AAA game team with Microsoft Studios. So Microsoft Studios helps put out the Halo series. They also put out Gears of War, so games like that.
Yeah.
Forza, yeah. So
they have a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
The recent Gears of War and the recent Halos have not been amazing.
Stellar, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Nintendo's out in their own little, field. You're always going to get great Mario and Zelda and all of those games.
Mm-hmm.
But like Sony's kind of killing it with, The Last of Us. Uncharted was real good for them.
Yeah.
And then like all of the things that they've been able to just like buy exclusives to, like Nier Automata.
Mm-hmm.
Street Fighter V, 3 years later, is finally looking like a $60 game.
If only Andrew was here to celebrate. All right.
But I think I don't know. I think Microsoft has kind of dropped the ball. Like, who would have thought that we'd be talking about Halo not being, amazing,
Yeah.
or Gears of War not being,
amazing,
something that set the world on fire. Yeah.
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 It's like I don't have an Xbox One, so never played Halo 5. Although I did hear very lackluster things about it.
The multiplayer was good.
Okay.
Ish.
Ish.
Ish. Well, I mean,
Ish.
it kind of combined everything. So it had like 1, 2, 3. It had a tiny bit of Reach in it as well. Reach is multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
And it also had 4, and it was better than Master Chief Collection because that had absolutely shocking servers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't get into a game if you're Australian, or even Americans had issues with it.
I was just like, can you even get into a game in general if you're Australian?
Idea.
They usually don't let fake people.
Not something.
Anyway, what's
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
So yeah, I mean, it's had decent multiplayer, and the story was just forgettable. It was just. However, they did portray the Spartans a lot better because they portrayed them as super soldiers.
I liked it.
Like their moves and all that kind of stuff, but their characters were shocking. But their movesets were good.
Okay.
I kind of lost the thread with Halo when they started adding class-based, that just not the kind like Halo's the kind of game you could pick up and it was up to you. You could go find the weapons on the ground and do whatever. And then when they kind of followed the Call of Duty thing with, well, you got
exactly
this class, or you can have the shield, or you can have the this or that or whatever. It was just like.
And what was the currency that they used? Everything relied on that.
Oh,
not
something. It was to buy the cards or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And also, I saw, like, when it first came out, Halo 5, Angry Joe did a thing on it because they didn't have co-op mode. They didn't have co-op.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
are you kidding me?
They didn't have it.
How?
They didn't have it.
Okay.
3/4 of the fun of a Halo game.
Exactly.
What? Are you kidding me? No, I remember piling in like 16 some odd people for the Scarab missions in Halo 3.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun.
I know, that is Halo. Like, that's the fun part. That was what it was founded on with the original and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then, great, we don't have co-op mode.
I was wondering why my friend wasn't playing co-op with me. He only played 1v1. Okay, well, now I know.
That's Halo 5 co-op right there.
1v1 me, bro.
Yeah, I usually don't play Halo, especially on the controller. So, halfway throughout the game, I just started giving up. So I just ended up just jumping off the map over and over again because it was rage-inducing.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
They did add it in a patch. Later on.
Wow.
Yep, go on,
I can't believe that just didn't ship with it.
Yeah, that seems. Best part of Halo 3 or co-op, was in Halo 3. I was playing with a friend, and very end of the game, I'm the Arbiter or whatever in the Warthog. I'm the gunner or whatever, and right before you ramp into the ship at the end, I was just like, screw this, and I jumped out.
Oh
and
no!
Landed and the game ended. It was just kind of me and my friend just laughed for the longest time because I was
couldn't be bothered.
Yep, I'm done. Jump out.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys played Halo Combat Evolved?
Yes,
that's the original one.
I have. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I read someone. I think they hacked it onto the PC. I think it was a hack on
They released it officially.
Online.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then it got shut down 2 weeks ago.
I remember playing. I remember playing it for a while. It was actually really fun, especially with my friends. I think my fondest moments would forever be sniping someone out of the tank. So
yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
it's those are incredible.
The only good play I did.
No, Blood Gulch is the map where boys became men.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I remember when the original Halo came out on PC. I was working at a bank
Okay.
who had kind of like lax firewall.
Nice. I like where this is going.
Yeah, so I was able to download the demo and like onto my computer, and when we were slow, we'd all take turns kind of just playing like the first level just over and over and over.
At the bank.
Excellent. Excellent.
Great bank, that is. Totally.
Yeah.
Which bank is this?
Yeah.
Wait,
like
who's that knocking on your door?
That is,
yeah, I know, right?
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I will tip my hat to whatever bank would be as chill as them.
I could also get on like Usenet and all sorts of things like that where, I could download books from Wikipedia or whatever. And nope. Eventually, like right before I left, they, shut all that down, and I was kind of sad. But
that's why you left. That was the main reason why you left.
That is what we call a killjoy. So
yeah.
Damn. Just damn. All right. So, moving on from that whole thing, I do want to pack in two little tinier topics that just kind of came to me. It's like, oh, I heard about this earlier today. Might as well throw it in there. Masahiro Sakurai. Anyone know who that is?
No.
All right. Well, he is the lead developer of Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
up and including the newest one coming out here. And we get this article coming from looks like Polygon here that says that he is working normal hours, which is important for a number of reasons, and is actually so it's like the reason why I bring this up is in AAA game companies, so it doesn't specifically have to be like Japanese or anything. It can be, DICE in Sweden or LA or whatever. It's a problem, especially during crunch time, the last maybe 8 some odd weeks of the game's development. People are like sleeping under their desk for 4 hours a night before going back to work. No, seriously, this happens. Yeah, this is a legitimate thing.
No.
It's
like
got
one
company sleepover.
Yeah, so it's like that. Not only is that an issue.
When's ours, Anthony?
Not only is that an issue for game studios, across the world and everything, but Japan's work culture in general, not just exclusive to video games, is very, very overzealous, so to speak. They expect you to work overtime hours, not much compense for it, and they even have a word, and the word is karoshi, which means that it's like overworked death. It's like, because people have died from overworking. So yeah, they have a specific word for it. And so Masahiro Sakurai, who when he was working on Brawl and the Wii U, he was notorious for working 40 hours straight, sleeping for 4 hours, and then working another 40 hours. Yep. So, yeah. And so this article points out that in an interview he said that he's, working a lot more healthy hours and that he thinks it'll result in a better product and a better game and everything overall. And this is important because, maybe we could start seeing Nintendo trying to break this trend of, crunch time.
Rush, get it out.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys' thoughts on this one?
Nintendo doesn't seem like the rush, get it out.
No, and maybe that's the best way to like
perfectionist.
Yeah, maybe that's
area of Nintendo.
Yeah, because out of all like companies and everything, Nintendo is definitely the one most likely to extend a game or delay a game's release type thing. But yeah, it still happens. It's, just kind of an inevitability type thing.
I mean, I like in a Nintendo, like I can't think of like a genuinely like set aside all like fandom or whatever, a genuinely bad like first party Nintendo game that's come out in years and years. I mean, you're gonna get the that game sucked because blah blah blah, but like a well put together fun game, that so I think there's probably a little bit of a perfectionist, kind of thing. They're able to wait and release it when it's done instead of, but they're not really known for like getting close to a due date and pushing it out.
Yeah.
Really? They don't really announce something until they're sure it's going to come out, or announce a date until they're sure it's going to come out. So
yeah.
Nintendo's a weird company.
Yeah, they are.
Could this also imply that they're not working on a new game? Could it mean that they're just kind of rebooting, or kind of porting across?
I see what you're saying.
Switch?
It's like maybe they don't need to have such hellish hours because they're more doing a port instead of development from the ground up.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also a fair thing to look at.
I mean, it could just mean that the guy went to the doctor and the doctor was like, "Hey, you're gonna like kill yourself.
It's like you're gonna die, man.
Don't back off."
Yeah, it's like you're gonna
back
die,
off,
man.
buddy. You'll be dead in a year.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, all right, Joel, what's your Joel?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. A friend was messaging me. Sorry. Where were we again?
Smash Brothers.
Yeah, Smash Brothers. Guys aren't working hellish hours for Smash Brothers.
Honestly, I'm not that surprised. It's Japan. I don't mean this in a racist way whatsoever, but Asian cultures in general, I feel like they just work ridiculously. China, especially, like I don't know who the story. A company to save up on transport fees, they fit 40 people in one white van.
Oh man,
white vans. They fit 40.
I'm sorry, but regardless of like the volume constraints, you just must be killing the van suspension by that point.
Obviously,
I reckon.
Yeah.
Anyway, Joel, keep going.
I suppose.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I'm not nice. So yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. And you know, it's like you want to bring up Asian war culture. You know, the Foxconn factory in China has like anti-suicide nets. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like the whole iPhone construction.
Yeah, exactly.
The documentary that they did on that a couple of years ago. But it's, I mean, even some American companies like game developers are doing this as far as working and sleeping on the job kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that a major like publisher and developer is stepping back and saying, okay, we're going to work 30 hours a week or 32 or 40 or whatever. They might lead by example in this regard. People might take a look and say, hey, well, if they can do it, then we can do it as well. So it might be a good thing for the industry. It might not. They might go back in a year and say, nah, we can't do it. 40 hours a day, back on.
Nope, we're going back to 120 hours a week.
Yep.
We're dying in years, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. So
we're all going to die sometime.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully this does result in a better game. Yeah. Hopefully this does result in a better game. So moving right along here, the next little tidbit, the whole Nintendo Virtual Console thing. Oh boy. Yeah. In one word,
console for Nintendo.
Or it's like in 2 words rather, mildly disappointed.
Really?
Well,
they do badly or something?
Well, I mean, like I would have loved to see.
They're not doing Virtual Console anymore, Joe.
Yeah.
Nintendo is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd say mildly disappointing. I'm disappointed. I mean, I kind of was hoping to be able to go back and play those games without having to go to some of the grayer areas of the internet that I don't recommend anybody goes because there are viruses. And the FBI.
Excellent.
But, not just viruses, people.
Okay.
Yeah. But, I mean, they're at least releasing some stuff, which looks like they're releasing NES games with, like, online play.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I'm only mildly disappointed, because they're doing that, and I think that's cool as hell, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like what Utomic does.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it going to be just the actual games, or will they tweak it a little? Something like multiplayer Pac-Man or something?
It's normally just the actual games. Like, I remember it's like you could still... speed run. Well, I think I know what Joel was trying to say. It was like, do they like patch bugs in the game or whatever? It's like I remember people can still speed run Ocarina of Time on the Virtual Console because they never patched it. And it's like, if you ever watch a speed run of Ocarina of Time, that's on some Wow, that's
Yeah.
like this game's
Yeah.
a buggy mess.
That's like 2 really big bugs.
What was it? You had to kill Gothma at the same time die when you saved outside.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't even get the heart container from the entrance. I think it was like move in a certain direction, backflip, and then open the bug bug container and
pretty much
Navi at the same time.
Yeah, you nailed it. And then there's also the one where it's like you have to send yourself flying like backwards, and yeah, it's like there have been a few different routes over the years. The latest one, it's like the latest, fastest one relies mostly on the whole Goma bug thing.
I think the ironic thing about the speed run for Ocarina of Time, I find, is that they purposely programmed the last boss to be only killed by the Master Sword in game. Spoilers if anyone has never played it before.
Game's like 20 years old, so...
I know, but it's really ironic because in the game, story-wise, Zelda throws the sword to you.
Yeah.
That's literally how they dug their own grave, that speed run.
Right.
So yeah. The thing that you weren't supposed to have, they just throw it at you at the end of the game, so...
Yeah.
So, yeah, it might be a good time now. Just some of the comments in our Twitch we've got from Electric Mastro. How I heard it was that Nintendo was just dropping the Virtual Console branding or name, but not the concept itself. Heard the idea tossed around of them doing a Netflix-like service in paying monthly for access to the entire game library Nintendo has to offer, and that sounds interesting.
And those would be the other thing I was going to bring up is like I've heard rumors about maybe they might do a service type thing, and I'd be okay with that too, especially on the Switch. Like I really want to play like Super Metroid or Metroid Fusion on the Switch. I think that's like the perfect platform for it.
Yeah. I mean I've heard those rumors too, and I'd be down. I mean, the Switch has very limited space as it is to download games and stuff. I mean, Nintendo and Super Nintendo games aren't that big, but I don't know how far they're wanting to push this out because
some of the N64 games did kind of up there.
Well, I mean, a lot of like, for instance, Ubisoft's wanting to do a Netflix type service with their like games as a service model. Also, EA's wanting to do it as well. So I mean, I could see it happening, and there's already a service like it called Utomic, which is you just download a game for like they've got like PS4 and
it's like a digital
One
rental
PC
service
stuff.
type thing.
Yeah, and you've just got to download like 500 meg of the game, and the rest of it's played on the actual like the app, I suppose you could say. And it's a full game. They all work apart from the glitch that I had with Red Faction. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
that's fun.
It's a PS Now. I think it's PS Now that you could play PS3 games streamed.
Yeah.
That
and then Xbox has the whole games with gold thing or whatever.
Yeah. Streaming games, like streaming PlayStation 3 games, you need a fairly like good internet connection, and an internet connection that's not going to drop out. So I mean, if you're going to stream like Nintendo games, that's that's not that hard. But like Ubisoft's trying to stream, a Netflix type service where, you pay probably like $50 a month or something, knowing them, but to play every Ubisoft game, that's up to a certain point, like that's not going to work for anybody but like us nerds that have good internet connections, because you know what I mean.
How I'd imagine
those of us who care more than like I just need internet to get on Facebook and I'll get whatever's cheapest.
I'm questioning my internet right now though. I keep dropping out.
Like the way that I imagine the service going down is more like you pay a subscription, say like $5-10 a month or whatever. It lets you download the game, and then it's like if your subscription lapses, Nintendo lots you out for playing the game type thing.
Yeah.
Which at the same time might require, I don't know, it's like there are a few different ways they can technically approach this. It really depends on how much Nintendo has the power to, one, lock down the Switch itself, but two, also, specifically control everything like that. And
Yeah,
I understand what they want to do.
I was going to ask the same thing. I mean, they could do a games with gold kind of model where you pay the, I think it's $12 a month or something, and you get the 4 games that come with it. But then once your subscription lapses, because you can buy like a 12-month subscription or whatever, you still get to keep the game. So I wonder if they're going to do kind of a games with gold kind of model, or if they're going to do what you said, Taylor, lock people out from the actual gameplay and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, back when the Switch was first coming out and Nintendo was detailing what they wanted, or, what they were doing at that time, to get people to pay for the online service, one of the things was you get a Super Nintendo and a Nintendo game. Like, I guess they made it sound like you just pick from what's available, and you get one a month of each of them.
Yeah.
To play for that month or whatever, like get credits. And I thought that would be an interesting idea. I don't like the virtual, like if they're just rebranding, releasing their old games, I'm fine with that, because I was not a fan of having to pay $6 to download one of their, an old game. I think that's a bit, it's a bit expensive, especially, once you really start, getting into that. But I'd be down for like some sort of Netflix type thing where, it's like, or, like Audible credits where, you pay, your subscription and you've got 2 credits a month, or, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if Nintendo they know what they're doing, and they're being tight-lipped, but so I guess we'll have to see in September.
Yeah, Nintendo has a ton of different ways they can approach this. It's going to be really interesting to see which way they go with.
I'm just mainly interested to see how they approach the like hard drive capacity on there, because they've only got 32 gig.
They're going to have
on their Switch.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they do there, as far as if they're going to actually require, if they're going to make you download the whole game, or if they're just going to make you download the
especially
portion of it.
Especially
also, what's going to happen
if
if you're
Doom multiplayer required like 16 gigs of a patch?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and so it's like if that's going to be par for the course, then it's ridiculous.
There's no.
Keep going, John.
How are you going to deal with like taking it with you? Also, I mean, not everybody is, not everybody like has Wi-Fi when they're taking stuff with them.
Exactly.
Are they going to have? Are they going to have you have to like check in on some, connect to the internet to play something?
Right.
Sony does that, I think, for like play the PS Now stuff or the PS Plus stuff. I think you have to at least, you have to be connected or whatever to check and make sure if you're a PlayStation Plus member.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that'll work for a system that's portable also.
Yeah.
But it's there's a cat again. It's
you big.
What are his thoughts on the topic?
Yeah,
what's
his thoughts are dinner's late.
Oh, okay.
It's late.
Sorry, buddy.
It's also interesting because with the PS4 and their like PlayStation Plus, you can play PS4 games on say if you've got an Xperia mobile or Sony Xperia, you can play full PS4 games on your Xperia without, or like.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think you can do it without even accessing the PS4. Like you've just got to connect to it initially.
Yeah.
And then you can go, say, travel on a 4-hour journey playing a PS4 game. Yet you don't have to download anything.
Yeah, their Vita does a similar thing too.
Yeah, the Vita does that. So I wonder. Yeah, it's speculation, but it's
personally, I think that whole ecosystem Sony has is great. By the way.
Yeah.
It's like
It's plush and it's easy to use and it's streamlined, and Microsoft sucks in that regard.
Microsoft this generation sucks in a lot of regards.
Yeah, I'm still really contemplating wanting to get a Vita.
I had one. It's a fun system.
Yeah, they're kind of like JRPGs that. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, if you like Japanese games, get a Vita.
Yeah. Joel, any last thoughts on this one?
Nope.
Okay.
I have no idea about anything about this topic.
Okay.
I feel like this podcast is not my day.
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get into some irresponsible speculation here. So, can you guys believe that E3 is only about a month away?
Yep.
Like, wow, it's gonna be hype. What I think we should really do, or it's like what I'm gonna make happen for COG is like we're gonna do live reactions to the presentations. So it's like it might be me and some other guys from COG who want in. It's like we're just gonna be in a Discord call, much like this, and we're gonna be all watching the E3 presentations together and reacting, speculating as it happens live. So make sure, yeah. So I really want to.
Yeah, I can work on a fake. I can work on a fake shocked face as well.
Okay. Oh no! All right. So
there's a new Call of Duty coming out.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay. Assassin's Creed.
Oh! Isn't that supposed to not be a yearly franchise anymore?
No.
Okay.
2 yearly franchise.
Now all we need to cement it is the confirmation of Pigeon Simulator.
Right,
Taylor,
exactly.
When's it coming out, man? When's it coming out?
Oh man, that's like indefinitely delayed.
You gotta consult Andrew on that.
Yeah, he's lead developer there. Okay.
Exactly.
I will message him right now.
I'm only a programmer, B. Okay. Anyway. No. All right. So I bring up E3 because not only is it about a month away and everyone's super excited, but also Sony detailed a lot of some of their stuff, and this is coming straight from the horse's mouth. So anybody remember GDC and or PSX?
Vaguely.
Okay, and I'm sorry, PSX and Tokyo TGDC, rather, the Tokyo Game Developer Conference. Sony's presentations there, how they just focused on like 4 or 5 specific games and did like really deep dives. Okay, if Sony says that they're probably going to adopt a similar model for E3, so they're going to only focus on a few games, but for a while. So it's like we could see like a 20-minute presentations of a few games, depending on how long their conference is.
I would assume Days Gone would be one of those.
Yeah, we know for sure.
Has that on the.
Yeah. We know.
Informer has that on their cover, so I'm assuming that stuff's going to start leaking about that.
Yeah. We know for sure Death Stranding didn't get a good focus, and we also know for sure that The Last of Us Part 2 didn't get a good focus. So, I'm already excited for that conference, but yeah.
My question is, are they going to announce games that are still like 8 years away? Like they do every year?
I don't know. Wait, what game have they announced that's like 8 years away? Oh, never mind, actually.
Final Fantasy VII.
The Last Guardian. The Last Guardian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay.
I know Breath of the Wild was pretty long as well. It was year after Skyward Sword, so that was 2013. They showed it, and it was like coming out here at this year, and then they just kept putting it back on.
Yeah, but then the Wii U flopped. So yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but the Wii U flopped. So rip. Anyway, bigger topic of E3, you know, we just briefly mentioned leaks. Speaking of leaks, Walmart leaked E3 pretty early. Notable mentions are Assassin's Creed, which maybe well, okay, the only reason why I say that's a little bit notable is because Ubisoft said that Assassin's Creed isn't going to be an annual franchise anymore. You know, we got hit with Origins last year. So maybe this is like a Game of the Year edition. I don't know.
Or
remastered, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Or they lied.
Yeah, or they lied. I don't know.
Well, they've already done the Ezio collection, so they can redo.
Try not to destroy people's hopes right
Yeah,
now.
on,
you gotta build them up a bit.
Yeah, Gears of War. That's another notable thing that came out.
Yeah.
Although I would say it is a little bit. It seems like it's a bit early for Gears of War 5, isn't it? It's like Gears of War 4 was
2-3 years ago.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Gears of War. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, but I guess it's.
Yeah.
Microsoft should either announce that or Halo.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to do Halo because 343 said that they're taking a break this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're not developing anything at all. Like I think they're rethinking the Halo franchise, which you need to really do.
Yeah,
which is fair. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too soon for Halo 6. Another big thing of note is possibly possibly Rage 2 from Bethesda.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know Bethesda put out the first Rage. Like,
I mean, it's an id game, so yeah, they definitely.
Okay.
I think that was probably right after they bought id.
Yeah, like I didn't know they developed that. So
yeah,
kind of an interesting franchise to bring back.
Yeah.
And then
Without
also
John Carmack, that'll be interesting.
And then also the last big thing that I took away from it, unless anyone else took a big thing away.
Elder Scrolls 6.
I don't think that's in there, sadly.
You can dream.
I know I can dream.
Half-Life 3.
Yay!
That is no
getting
longer
old.
a dream. That is no longer a dream. That is a fantasy.
Oh yeah,
What's
definitely.
the difference?
What about Portal 3?
Keep it in your closet. Keep it in your closet so it'll never see the light of day again.
Okay.
They should do a Portal 3.
They should do a Half-Life 3, but you don't see.
Oh wait, actually, wait. They could totally do it because Microsoft bought it, didn't they? They bought the rights to it.
No, they
To
didn't.
Portal?
I don't think so.
To Portal and Half-Life, didn't they?
No, I don't
They
think
bought
so.
Valve.
No.
No.
I don't think.
I thought they bought Valve some time ago. Oh.
No.
Nope.
They bought PUBG, didn't they?
Yeah, Microsoft bought PUBG.
They were thinking about buying Valve when they bought PUBG, and then they.
Yeah, we
decided
talked
to
about
go
that story
PUBG
earlier,
instead
where
of
it's
Valve.
like Microsoft. It was either like EA or Microsoft considered acquiring Valve for the tune of $6 billion.
Oh, they were thinking about it, but they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Because Valve comes with Steam, and
Yeah.
Steam comes
Yeah,
with.
no, I specifically remember the.
Money.
No, I specifically
Yeah.
remember the conversation we had on the show now, where it's like we talked about how do you price, people's good trust in the Steam platform
they
and
were
everything.
thinking. Yeah, I just searched it up. They were thinking about it, but they didn't actually do it.
Yeah.
In the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah.
well.
That's crazy.
All right, we'll just put Half-Life 3 back into the bin.
No.
Yeah, the last notable game was Borderlands 3, which we kind of knew had been in development for a while over at Gearbox, so it's like, plus 2K has been fairly quiet also, so like.
After all of that,
Yeah.
what was the pretty bad?
Rigmarole.
Well, the really bad Overwatch clone that Gearbox did.
Lawbreakers?
No.
Battleborn.
Battleborn. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, making it off of all that Battleborn money.
Yeah.
That has similar art style to it. Is it done by the same company or is it just similar art style to Borderlands?
I think just.
Well, I mean, they're both Gearbox games, so yeah, they're same company.
And I mean, it's cell shading. It's not like anything incredible, It's like.
Yeah.
It's like the only reason why people. It's like.
That sounds like every review of Battleborn is, well, it's not like it's anything incredible.
Well, I mean, okay, it's like Breath of the Wild is cell shaded, also.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Borderlands just has a little bit more of the pronounced style. That's why I think people
Yeah.
give it. But yeah. Anyway.
I just think that I personally think the franchise is actually really cool. I've never played it, but I just like the whole the way they did the story, like how the villain's not. If you look at the villain's not actually a villain. He's what we stereotypically would actually consider a hero. And the quote, what was it? It was. I can't remember what it was. It was you live two ways or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You either die as a hero or live long enough to become the villain. That one really got to me, and it's actually so interesting, especially since I think they did prequel as well, where
the pre-sequel
did
was pretty
play as Hamson Jack, and the decisions that he made were actually so realistic and so human that it actually
made sense.
It made sense, yeah, exactly. And that's just what I love about it. I love games that do stuff like that, evoke psychology, realism, the fact that characters are human and not just characters plastered onto the screen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Doki Doki Literature Club.
Did you see me play through that, Joel?
Yes.
Watch the whole thing? Okay.
I was the one that suggested that you did.
Well,
that.
yeah, I know, but like, did you watch the whole thing?
I fell asleep on the last hour, but I rewatched it.
Oh, come on, man. Okay.
I rewatched it. I still love your reactions to it.
All right. Anyway,
that's a video game.
It's something. It's something.
Yeah, it is.
It is something. I didn't expect it to take the 4 hours in one sitting, but it happened, and we all let it happen, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But
I did not expect you to realize like what the characters are gonna do. I think it was 2 hours in, like before anything was really revealed. You're like, I feel like Sayori is really depressed. I'm like, no, that's such a big revelation. How did you figure that out? There is no like build up of it. I'm like, how? Because you went into it blind, didn't you?
yes.
Yeah, exactly. And so I did not see anything like that. I do psychology,
Okay.
counseling, that kind of thing. And I was thinking, there's no actual build up of it. It was really sudden. Yet you still figured it out before anything else. I'm like, what? So yeah.
I mean, like, she had telltale signs of depression. You know, there's no reason why this happy little schoolgirl should be like waking up late every morning. And it's like her poem too. It's like I didn't want to.
True.
Yeah, it's like it's like I floated the idea in my head a little bit, but yeah, for it to be confirmed. But yeah, it wasn't like, oh, for sure this or anyway. Back to the topic at hand. Yeah, we just
deviated for.
Yeah, we deviated a little bit. Yeah, don't watch me play Doti Doti. Okay. Yeah, don't watch me play Doti Doti. Yeah. Anyway, it was a fun game. It was a fun experience. But
It's amazing. It's an amazing game.
So yeah, that's pretty much the notable stuff. So E3 kind of got spoiled a little bit. Any other notable games that I might have missed that you guys saw? Pretty excited for?
I don't remember. It seemed like just about everything was.
Splinter Cell.
Oh yeah, I did see Splinter Cell. That's right.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the other
Yeah.
good one.
We'll talk. That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else seemed kind of like, yeah, I would assume that's being made. Splinter Cell kind of shocked me.
I think I don't know. I wasn't so shocked by this whole Splinter Cell thing, just because after the whole Sam Fisher thing we got in Wildlands.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, do you want to pay, Michael Ironsides to, read off lines for DLC or whatever,
Yeah, for 5 minutes worth of screen time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is Yakuza 6 in the 2018 E3?
There's going to be a 6th Yakuza game?
That's out already.
Oh, okay. I thought so. Okay.
If any Yakuza is any Yakuza comes out, it'd probably be something along the lines of like Kiwami 2, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I could see that.
All right. So, yeah. Regardless of this, I'm still super excited for E3 because, there is some stuff that may not have leaked, but, we never know. Still holding out hope for an Elder Scrolls 6 over at Bethesda, but, yeah, so...
We'll see. They just are about to release another big expansion, so that's probably where work has gone.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're gonna get the Somerset Isles expansion for ESO.
Yeah.
It seems like they put out. When did Morrowind release for ESO? Was that 2016?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's fair then. That's fair. That's about the cycle. I thought it was 2017. I thought it was June of 2017. Just like
It might have been.
Okay.
I remember buying it.
Yeah. Just
I
like
thought Morrowind had just come out.
Well, like, because like I'm gonna bring up the point. It's like it seems like they're cranking out expansions for ESO like at a much faster rate than other MMOs. Like WoW usually does.
Please, miss.
What?
I said, please buy this game and play it.
Yeah, but it's like WoW does like 2.5, 3 year, like in between the major expansions. So it's kind of
That sounds
faster,
about right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
Doesn't even say what year.
Really? Okay.
IGN, I don't know.
All right, IGN, you fail. You fail at life. Anyway.
Yeah, it's the Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind, which will release worldwide on PC, PS4, and Xbox One on June 6th, and that was written on the 31st of January 2017. So they've just bought
okay,
one
so
out
it was in
2017
then.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So it's like
Yep.
we've already seen quite a bit from Somerset, so it's like it's really far along in terms of development. So it's like it could feasibly release in the fall.
Yeah.
And it's like that's like a year and a half.
So, yeah, I mean they're already showing trailers for it, so
yeah, exactly.
I would assume it's on its way any time now.
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to be out in June as well, Somerset Isles.
Oh, okay, so
I think they're doing it yearly, like.
That's insane to me, but okay.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so that about does it for the news topics this week. We do have a community question brought to us by our very own Aiden, who's been on the show a couple of times. He asks, "What game have you played that frustrates you the most?"
Eve.
All right. Interestingly enough, that's my same answer, or that's the same answer for me. So, yeah. All right, John.
Got to
Dark Souls.
Get in there somewhere.
All right, Joel.
I have so many games that I get frustrated about for different reasons.
Okay.
League of Legends was a big one, especially because the community. It's so toxic, and I can't help the fact that it rubs off on you. I swear, I purposely try not to be toxic, but ends up being really toxic.
Joel is toxic confirmed.
Especially when you do so well. You try to provide so much for the team, because I play support, which is I don't know if you guys like play Dota or stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, same.
That's like the least capable role of carrying, and what you do instead is you keep your allies alive. And you protect them from the enemy team. That's essentially what your role is.
Which support role do you play? Or which champ do you play for support?
I play Rakan, Leona, a couple of healers like Janna, Soraka as well, and Sona. But yeah, sometimes I play Braum and Alistair as well. And I recently started picking up Thresh. So yeah. Basically, I play almost every single support in the game.
Back when I played, you could. This was like 2013, 2014-ish. It's like back when I played, I played support also. It's like I could carry as Leona. I could also carry as Thresh.
Thresh, yeah, Thresh and Leona you can, but the thing is, even if you provide lots of stuff like warding the enemy jungle like early on, so then your enemy knows where the jungle. Then your allies know where the jungle is. They can counter gank him. Counter jungle him.
Okay.
And stuff like that. And Leona and Thresh are really good at picking off enemies. That's what they're good for. But if the team does not coordinate with you, nothing will happen. Like it'll just be you going into the team, and then you're like, oh. Crap, I'm surrounded by the enemy and my team is just, I don't know, farming the jungle or something.
Yeah, so you can only do so much, you know?
Yeah.
And it feels really bad.
It's really painstaking. I find it more effective right now to just stay near the ADC and CC the assassin that jumps onto them rather than go in half expecting your team to go in with you. Yeah. Which is sometimes why I play AP Malphite. It's actually so fun.
Okay.
It's this rock champion where the ultimate is you dash to an area and it knocks up everyone in every single enemy in that specific area. And it does a lot of damage, and it scales off a lot of damage as well, even though he's a tank. So you just build full damage on him. It's hilarious. So,
okay.
Yeah, League really frustrates me, so I don't recommend playing it.
Yeah, Eve really frustrates me. I don't recommend playing it.
Eve can die in a hole.
Oh man, okay. I just didn't go that far.
Yeah.
All right, and then next little just trying to ease into the conclusion here. Discussion question: what have you guys been playing past? I've been gone 2 weeks, so yeah. So what have you guys been playing lately? Joel?
League.
All right, John.
And Paladins. And Paladins.
Okay.
Don't forget that, and Paladins.
Okay.
Oh, and Fortnite as well. Still terrible at it, but I'm getting there. All
right. John, how about yourself?
Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
I feel like everyone but me is excited for that game.
I didn't play it on Wii U because I don't think anybody played it on Wii U. But I like Donkey Kong Country. It's been a while since I played something.
Okay.
You know, so I picked it up. It's not bad. So I guess been modernized some. It's a little floaty, I think, but other than that, it's not bad.
All right.
And I've been playing Street Fighter 5.
Almost worth $60.
Almost worth $60, and I've probably put 90 into it. So
Good Lord.
That's good.
Okay.
Good motto.
Yeah. No, I mean the game's fun. It's really fun. It's a Street Fighter game.
Yeah.
What can I say? I mean, it's really not much to say.
Okay. Anthony, how about yourself?
I've been playing some Plague Inc.
Oh,
actually.
okay. Yeah, that came out on PC, didn't it? There used to be that was a phone game for a while.
Yeah, it was phone and tablet and all that kind of fun stuff. Plague Inc. Evolved is the one for PC.
Okay.
I did a video of that a couple of days ago and just uploaded it this morning.
What'd you name your disease?
Hey, what?
What'd you name your disease?
Flying Death Trap.
Oh, okay. I'm really wondering whether or not
Is it free? Is it free?
No, it's not free.
on the phone. I think it is.
Dang.
It is on the phone though.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking, get it,
Okay.
and then call my disease Pigeon Simulator, and then just like
Oh, no.
just spam it.
I'm not gonna say what I named my disease. So anyway.
Well, mine
Is it
was
Eve?
like a virus, so
Oh, okay.
I wanted it flying something because
Okay.
it's like airborne. So
Yeah. Mine was
yeah.
mine was a parasite, and I will not say the name.
Is it Eve? Is this something Eve related?
No, it's
Just
not.
called
It's
Eve.
it's completely
That's-
off the realm for me. It's
Yeah.
it goes beyond PG. Anyway.
Maybe Eve could be like an acronym or something like that. It's like everlasting viral. I can't think of another word.
Okay.
Another
Anyway.
E word.
Yeah.
And Portal 2, been doing some of that,
Oh,
playing through some
completely
of that.
You've been
completely
co-opting that
forgot
with
about
Joel.
that.
Hey, what?
You've been co-opting that with Joel.
Yep.
All right.
Killed him a couple of times.
All right. Who's the little spoon?
Little
What?
spoon. What? I'm Peabody anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking. It's like which characters you guys? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, he's Eve. Oh, it was so triggering. I feel
I'm
the
bad at
resentment of
puzzle
league
stuff,
of
so-
league toxicity building up inside of
Oh
me
my
when
god. Okay.
Anthony kills me with a door.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like a ramp that sends you flying straight into a wall.
Oh,
So-
that one was hilarious. We had this part where we had to build momentum, so we put two portals up and
Mhm.
down
Yeah.
on the center wall, and we had to build momentum over and over again. And Anthony would just like shoot me off. I had to trust him with the shooting part. So
Do you
Okay.
still
Yeah,
trust
that's
him?
No.
no.
All right.
Do I still have to play with him? Probably. It's still
Yeah.
fun, but do I trust him? Probably not in Portal.
Is it? Is it really?
This is like the gaming equivalent of golf with your boss. You know.
Gotta let him
Anyway.
win.
Like, yeah, you gotta let him win. You can't do anything to
Well,
like be better than stuff like that.
I mean, I was
And you
pretty
have-
bad at it, and yet Gladys still thought I was winning. So
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't know
Hey.
how that
Throughout
works.
the whole entire thing, GLaDOS was just insulting me. I'm like, why?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Maybe she understands the whole like boss connection as well.
Yeah, maybe.
No, probably.
Okay, that kind of related. Okay, that when playing Doki Doki, the whole thing when you're at the end with Monica, and she's like, "Oh, you're recording me right now, aren't you?" Because I had OBS. I was like, "Oh my god, what?" Yeah, I was like,
Because,
"Whoa."
The game, I'm pretty sure the game picks up whether you have any recording software in your computer whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's the first one. And the second one is your name, how they get your name.
Yeah,
It's whatever your startup login name is.
yeah. I figured that one out. I was like, "Oh, they probably just used that one." But that
yeah.
was like the recording program was like, "Really, Monica? Okay."
And then they
Anyway.
were like deleting and replacing files and stuff.
Uh
I think that was a fun element to the game. I remember around the time of like Slenderman I mean, you know that game?
Yep.
You know, the Wander Through the Forest.
Classic.
Yeah, the
Class.
Unity one. Yeah, absolute classic, right? Anyway, that was like 2012, by the way, so if you feel old. Anyway, there was a game that came out called I'm Scared, and it did a similar thing. It was similar to Slenderman, but it was a similar thing where you had to like modify files or whatnot, and it's like go through files that it would leave you. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Maybe I'll live stream that. I'll dig it up in the bowels of my PC somewhere. Yeah, so this past week, past couple weeks, haven't really played much. Been moving, as I'm sure people can tell. You know, the background room is different, and yeah. When I have played, I have been trudging through God of War a little bit, and a little bit of WoW. Not too much though. A little bit of WoW. Just trying to log in, do some kind of like mindless things, and yeah.
Naive.
Honestly, no, not that much Eve. Yeah. So. All right.
World record.
World record. All right. So, Anthony, got some. You want to save us some schmeckles?
Yeah, I'll try to. Now I've changed it around this time because the previous sites that I were going to, I figured out that they hadn't updated their pricings for quite some time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh. So starting off with the Xbox as usual. If for the US Xbox One X, 1 terabyte, that's a 1X, not 1S.
Yeah.
1 terabyte for $484.50 on Amazon at the moment.
That's pretty good.
We have an Xbox One S 500 gig with Madden NFL 18 for $264.96 at Amazon as well. And we have a Xbox One S 1 terabyte with Sea of Thieves for $299 also at Amazon. Amazon's having a bit of a sale at the moment, so. Yeah, for the PS4, we have a PS4 Pro 1 terabyte Star Wars Battlefront limited edition console with game for $399 at Amazon as well. Another PS4 with it's a PS4 Uncharted 4 limited edition 500 gigabyte console with the game as well for $359 at Newegg.
That's pretty good.
And a PS4 Slim 1 terabyte console Star Wars Battlefront 2 bundle includes the game and it's a special edition console at Newegg for $299.99. For the Switch, we have a Nintendo Switch 6-item bundle. It's a 32 gig console, neon red and blue Joy-Con, 64 gig SD card, 4 game. Includes 1-2 Switch, Just Dance 2017, The Legend of Zelda.
Hey, that game is fun. You shut your mouth. I heard that. Okay.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Bomberman at Walmart for guess how much?
$90 because someone did the price change.
Yeah. Okay. $624.95.
I mean, yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick, get on Amazon. Do some. Try to lower the price to like $1.
Yeah.
Still not as good of a price as I got my Switch for. So sorry.
We don't talk about that anyway.
Also, another Switch bundle: Nintendo Labo customization set, robot kit, and Nintendo Switch console with Grey Joy-Con bundle at Newegg for $399.
Oh, that's okay. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
We also have a Nintendo Switch with Zelda Breath of the Wild or Super Mario Odyssey for $359.99 at GameStop, which is the usual Switch price.
I can't believe they still sell Breath of the Wild full price.
I know, right?
It's like I think it's great
Nintendo
that they
games don't go down in price like ever. So
yeah, fair enough.
They do eventually, but after like 10 years. Goodness.
Okay, yeah, like don't get me wrong, like even a year later, I would still pay $60 for Breath of the Wild.
I think.
Yeah. But yeah.
I remember Twilight Princess. The price went down for me when I bought it. I think it was like in 2014 or 15, which is like almost a decade after.
I was going to say it's like that came out in 2006. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes down eventually.
Eventually.
Oh,
Yeah,
When
but
they're
think
not-
about it. Think about it. Breath of the Wild is the Legend of Zelda game where maybe the hype has gone down a bit, but I'm not surprised that they're gonna keep the price going like full price for a really long time to come.
no, and it's like this game deserves it. I'm just saying it's like, usually after some odd past a year that you see it drop a little
Yeah.
bit.
Not for
Legend of
Nintendo
Zelda.
games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda's like that. So.
Yeah. Anyway, as we were.
It's probably until they're gonna reveal the trailer for the next Legend of Zelda game, maybe.
Okay, so
that
we'll
they
be
would
back
bring
here in
them
like
back.
4 years then.
Yeah.
Okay.
For Australia, we have on the Microsoft Store 3 separate bundles. Each bundle comes with 4 games, which I haven't written them down because I'm stupid. I meant to. One of them comes with Forza Horizon 3, Steep, Project Cars 2, and I think Gears of War 4.
Excellent.
They've all got the same 3 games, but they alternate between the 4th game for $299 at the Microsoft Store. This is in Australia. We have an Xbox One S 1 terabyte console only at Amazon for $379 as well.
Okay.
For the PS4, we have a PlayStation 4 500 gig console black at Amazon for $399, and also a PS4 1 terabyte slim console plus Far Cry 5 plus Horizon Zero Dawn plus Uncharted: The Lost Legacy at Big W for $499. For the Switch, we have Nintendo Switch Neon Blue and Red Joy-Con at Amazon for $419. It was $469. And we also have the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch bundle, which is a Neon bundle at Kogan for $548 as well, which is quite expensive for that one. For PC, we have Sid Meier's Civilization 5, the complete edition at Green Man Gaming for $12.50. It's currently
It's better than
75% off.
6. It's better than 6.
I think I've got
Yes.
5.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
we also have Deus Ex Mankind Divided. He's currently 80% off at Green Man Gaming as well.
Okay. That's right.
Green Man Gaming 8-hour deals are on at the moment, and you have up to 80% off. So with those, the games alternate every 8 hours. So you might go back in 8 hours' time, they might have something completely different. For Honor, also at Green Man Gaming, is currently, I've got to look at this one quickly. He's currently $19.80. He's currently 67% off.
Okay.
Little AK is currently 75% off. Assassin's Creed Origins is currently 40% off, which is $35.99. Mad Max is also 66% off, which is currently $6.80. And also Final Fantasy XIV is currently 20% off as well.
Okay.
For Humble Bundle, the Humble Spring Sale ends on the 14th of this month. Humble War Games sale is also on now. And the Humble CryEngine sale is also on as well. Couldn't really find much else from there as far as bundle stuff.
All right.
Green Man Gaming 8th birthday sale. As we already know, Civilization 5 is currently on sale. Vermintide 2 is currently 28% off. And that is all I have for Green Man Gaming. For Steam, we have Mad Max. He's currently £3.74, which is $4.99 US. He's currently 75% off. Ends May 14th. Also on Steam, The Mystery of the Devil's House launch deal is currently 79 cents, which is 20% off. Chrono.gg Alex plus digital extras is currently $25, which is 50% off. Indie Gala Dead Bits is currently free, which is 100% off, obviously. Don't know why it's got that there. Fanatical May Madness sale, day 6. Deals on Sega's Ultimate Warhammer 40,000 collection, Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 2, Grandmaster Collection, and more. Use voucher code May10 for an additional 10% off.
Excellent.
Steam Stories: The Path of Destinies is currently 100% off. He's currently 100% off, which is free. Metal Gear Solid at Game Billet is Metal Gear Solid 5. The definitive experience is currently $15.99, which is 47% off. Fanatical has Batman Arkham Knight Premium Edition for $7.99, which is 80% off. Also on Indie Gala, Crypto Weekend, extra 20% off on store deals for cryptocurrency checkouts. Idea Factory Spring Sale up to 90% off. Warner Brothers Spring Sale up to 75% off. Ends in 24 hours. And the last one is Weekend promo at GOG for Mafia, Civilization, XCOM, and more up to 75% off as well. And that's all I've got for deals.
All right, so now this is the final part of the show where if you've been wanting to say something all show but haven't gotten the chance to say it, now's your chance to say it. Joel, let's start with you.
I got nothing.
Come on! Don't understand.
I got nothing.
All right, John.
I guess I'll plug my brother's podcast again, the Nerd Herd on SoundCloud. Yeah, SoundCloud. If you check out this week's episode or the new episode in a couple of days, I'll be on that. So,
all right, cool.
If you enjoy what I talk about, see what my brothers talk about too.
Okay, Anthony.
Well, as you already no doubtedly know, we are YouTubing and streaming and all that stuff, which you'll know later on when we plug our social media stuff. But for this week, we actually had a bit of a giveaway. So this week's giveaway, we have an Xbox Live 1 month membership, which is like, I think it's $10 a month over there, isn't it? Which is like something for me. Anyway, the winner for this week, $15 here, is it?
Okay.
I think.
Interesting. The winner for this week is Aiden. If you're listening, you've won a free 1 month Xbox Live. If you don't have an Xbox, then we can swap it for something else, which is totally fine. But yeah, good job for winning that.
Yay! All right, so my last little comment is, I swear if it's like, we better get a new trailer or like gameplay of Death Stranding at E3 or I'm gonna lose it. Anyway, yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah, it's like I want gameplay now. You know, it's like we're trying to get some hints.
Yeah. Either gameplay or a release date.
Yeah, either or. Anyway, yeah, so ton of places you can find Culture of Gaming on the internet. Twitch.tv/Culture of Gaming. If you're listening to my voice right now, you are there. Okay, so
watching
bookmark this. Make sure you hit that follow button and turn on the bell so that you get notified every time one of our great live streamers goes live for Twitch. YouTube.com/Culture of Gaming, Facebook.com/Culture of Gaming, Twitter.com/COG.net. Our main site is, of course, cultureofgaming.com. There you can find the link to our community Discord where you can chat with all members of the show about any topic you wish, including if the Earth is flat or not. And so,
this guy.
Yep, talk to John. Talk to John. So,
if you believe it's flat, I will try my best to make you not think that it's
You can also find repositories of the podcast, past recordings, on SoundCloud. What's our SoundCloud URL?
Let me just see quickly.
Okay. We have a SoundCloud URL?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
make sure you check our mixtape that's on there too, by the way. Anyway.
We have a mixtape.
It's hot on fire.
Yeah, we drop mixtapes on the SoundCloud.
Why is this the first time I'm hearing this?
Yeah, what's up, Anthony? Yeah.
So our SoundCloud, we are also on, for the podcast, we're also on iTunes as well. So when we post to SoundCloud, it automatically takes the code from the individual episode and posts it to iTunes and TuneIn Radio and all those other fun places.
Mm-hmm.
Our SoundCloud user number is, if you want to go on there and follow us, it'll be in the description of this podcast, obviously on YouTube and whatnot, but it's 51333757. So it's soundcloud.com/user 51333757.
That's not as pretty as you thought it would be. Okay. Anyway, did I miss anything? I don't think so. One last thing. What's going on with Retro Rumble?
Yeah, John, go for it.
So the hope is to have a stream next Sunday.
Okay.
Time TBD.
Okay.
It's quick. Well, not quick, but a test stream. Get all of us together.
Mm-hmm.
Try to iron out some bugs.
That's okay to have a really bad pilot episode. Like, you ever see the pilot episode for this thing? Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
bad.
I saw the episode of, the pilot or whatever from the last crew of people who tried to do a podcast. That was fun.
For here, or?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was before I was around, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's the pilot one that I'm talking about anyway.
Yeah. But if you follow the site or follow anything like that, there'll be updates. Be a lot of fun. I don't know if we'll have the quiz this week or not. Probably not, but we'll have a quiz. Take your, questions laid back. So come by.
Okay.
Fun stuff.
All right.
Yay.
Also, a very quick thing as well, before I forget. So if you follow us on Facebook or Twitter, or even join our community Discord server, we drop every week like a statement, I suppose I was going to say question, but we ask you to ask us questions that we can read out on the podcast, which is the one that we did today. Any questions that you do ask, you are guaranteed an entry into our monthly giveaway. This giveaway for this month was a little bit late because I forgot to do it last week.
Wait, is this one for April? Is that April's thing? Like,
no, we've done April's one already.
Okay.
This is May's one. So we actually, no, this is April's one because we do it the last Sunday of the month.
Yeah.
So if you will be posting weekly posts on Facebook or Twitter, you've just got to comment under there any questions that you want us to read out, and any question that you do ask, you are guaranteed an entry into our giveaway.
Cool stuff. Well, thank you all for watching. We will see you guys next week. Same bad time, same bad place.